Hi, this is Marc Colinares. Let me welcome you to another edition of HDI Cyberspace video presentation. And today, we're gonna give you insights on the relationship between truth and non-violence. And with me is...
I am Jonathan Daniel.
I am Jamila Faye Lumactod.
And I am Imari Hilayo, inviting everyone to pay attentively to the issue that has brought endless suffering to mankind since time immemorial.
Is non-violence an absence of a physical violence? If that is so, then the Cold War that has ravaged the world for many years after the Second World War should be considered and regarded as a splendid example of non-violence.
During the Cold War, physical violence is completely eschewed, although economic and social pressures are freely used. These pressures, whether of armaments or of economic sanctions, obviously imply coercion, where the purpose of using such pressure is evidently to force the other person to accept our point of view.
Yes, if said pressure through armaments is considered violence, then there's no reason why some forms of pressures should not be regarded as violence.
The difference that exists between military and economic pressures is only a matter of variations of the degrees and not of kind. In other words, all pressures are forms of violence, whether the pressure is exercised by an individual or by a group of individuals.
Pressure and non-violence cannot go together. Now, why does a man want to put pressure on another for an alteration of an external situation? Obviously, this is because of some vested interest, whether material or ideological.
Yes, this arises from the desire to see one's plan, and because of this, schemes prevail. If persuasion fails, then he uses force and compulsion, whether overtly violent or subtly violent.
The person or persons on whom the pressure is exercised are regarded as a means to the fulfillment of one's objective. Thus, the exercise of pressure implies a relationship of usage. It is the exploitation of man by man.
Yes, needless to say, exploitation flourishes in the soil of violence. A mind that is committed to any psychological or material vested interest is bound to indulge in exploitation.
It is true that the mind, out of its cleverness, will cover up this exploitation by the use of moral phraseology. A closed mind can never act on a non-violent manner, for all its actions will be for the maintenance of fixed ideations.
It is here that one understands the significance of truth with reference to nonviolence. It is only in the ground of truth that nonviolence can exist.
Truth is the source that nonviolence can exist. In fact, truth is the source, while nonviolence is the pattern.
Whatever comes from the source of truth is bound to be non-violent. Its patterns may sometimes be violent, but it will have no elements of exploitation in it.
For the source of truth is pure, it has no motive to fulfill. It is the motive which makes the action violent because of the relationship of usage which it establishes.
The mind that neither likes or dislikes is not an indifferent or dull mind. It is an extraordinary sensitive mind.
But a dull or indifferent mind is addicted to habits and dislikes, caught up in the process of likes and dislikes, of condemnations and justifications.
It is only the sensitive mind that can comprehend truth. It is only such a mind that can see things as they are.
The pure source from which alone nonviolent actions can emerge.
Once again, this is Jonathan Daniel.
I am Jamila Faye Lumactod.
And Imari Hilayo, thanking you for watching the show. And let me say that without truth, non-violence can never exist. Truth is that state of mind where it clings to nothing and nothing clings to it. An uncorrupt mind.
And this is Marc Colinares. Let me end this presentation by saying that whatever actions that emanates from such a mind is surely a non-violent, since it has no motive to fulfill. It is life that fulfills in itself the very purposes that becomes a channel. It is an instrument in carrying out nature's plan.